Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope you're enjoying steady flow of Path of Exile content thanks to courtesy of the holidays. Holiday season! I have a lot of time. Hopefully you're enjoying it. There are lots of live streams. There is a lot of other kind of stuff. Hopefully this is up your alley. So today I'm going to offer you my unpretentious, very quick, for beginners explanation of Trial of Sekhemas or Trial of Ascension. I hope you understand that in Path of Exile you start as one kind of class, core class. Then you develop yourself up to a certain level and a certain ability to pass a trial. And that trial gives you a specialization per se, yeah, and that is called Ascension. So you become an ascendant of a specific type, which in my case here I'm demonstrating to you my Ice Strike Monk Ascension into an Invoker, okay? But we're not going to talk about the build itself. However, I'm going to mention to you that first and foremost, your biggest success here will be determined by how good your build is. Is it a meme build or is it an OP build? And right now in Path of Exile 2, early at least access, beta, whatever you want to call it, classes are disbalanced. It's just as simple as that. And Ice Strike Monk slaughters everything. Take a look at my other videos, at my other upcoming build guide kind of stuff. Of course, I'm inspired by other creators, so you may have already your own builds, but everyone has a little bit of their own twist. I hope that I will provide my own. So have a good build, okay? I'm not saying you have to play Ice Strike Monk, but at the moment, it simply slaughters everything, and that helps massively. But here is the thing. It's insufficient. It's not purely on your strength, because Trial of Sekhemas, in case you don't know, in Path of Exile 2, is the game of don't get hit. It is not about you losing your health. It is about you losing your honor. If you lose your honor and you get hit and honor gets lost, kind of similar to your life, except life, like, you will not lose life, okay? You will be dead by losing honor way before dead, I mean losing the trial, way before your life expires. My prediction is, because I tried this Trial of Sekhemas on 3 different characters: Ranger, Witch, and Monk. Monk was most successful so far. Okay, to get access to Trial of Ascension, Trial of Sekhemas, you need to kill Balbala the Traitor, one of the unique, obviously, monsters in the Traitor's Passage or something it's called like that. You would have come across her. She is not an easy boss, especially if you don't have an OP build. She is relatively easy on Ice Strike Monk. Then, so Balbala becomes your advisor, kind of. She is like a guide into this Trial of Sekhemas for you. What you will play with here is, it's a rogue-like game, if you understand. It's a game within a game. You will be able to augment your run and make it a tiny bit easier if you have special urn relics. It's like they are rare objects that you put into the pedestal, into this little I don't know, the beginning of the trial kind of pillar little thing in front of you. And depending on how lucky you are, the urn is going to give you something like resistance to honor losses. That would be your best bet. Yeah, that is like, you're lucky if there is some kind of resistance offered. Getting more sacred water, the one that gets used to pay for everything within the trial, such as restoration of honor, and also purchasing of the extra keys to open chests at the very end if you get them, okay? Increases to life. Some of the urns give increase to life, which in my opinion is absolute trash, but I guess if you have a meme build and you are really a glass cannon, you might benefit from that too. Alright, so once again, the name of the game is Don't Get Hit. What will also help you massively is if you have faster movement speed on your boots. If you're lucky enough to have faster movement speed, simply moving through the space faster goes... Probably this is the most beneficial thing that you can have in Trial of Ascension. Faster movement speed. I didn't have it. I didn't have it on any of my characters, but you might. Practicing your dodge rolls. Because it is not get hit game, you need to be particularly good by now. It doesn't matter what level you are. You could be level 20, you could be level 40 when you attempt this. You don't need to wait that long. I attempted it at 21 or something. But basically it is about you being already quite good at detecting the telegraphed attacks and dodging with the rolls, yeah? So run and pay attention is my general advice to you. And then finally we will talk about the rooms that are ahead of you, the path that you lay through this Trial of Ascension. It is very important, okay? So here is what I believe will make it easier for you after 3 of my own attempts, yeah? you need to obviously choose the path that offers you shrines that restore honor between the rooms. Anything else is secondary. I don't care about the bronze keys, I don't care about anything else. I care about the shrines that restore honor, and so should you. Because statistically, you will get hit, my friend, especially with lack of practice, and restoration of honor is an absolute, hands down priority for you. Now, let's rate the rooms if you have a choice. The path, there are 3 different paths, they weave and stuff. If you have a choice, what rooms should you pick? Room number 1, the first priority for you. If you have a choice, it's called an escape trial. It is the rooms with death crystals that you need to activate on a timer. Why am I saying that that's the best? Because you're on a timer. Oh, isn't that more stressful, Gyro? No, mate. As long as you don't roll right into the mobs, ignore them. You can ignore 99%, if not 100% of the mobs in the escape trial. Literally run and roll past them. Ignore their attacks, simply run and click those death crystals. Go around the map, of course, as quickly as you can. Do your best. Click the crystals, roll out of the trial, and you're done. If some random mob decides to follow you, which happened to me only once, I always thought they stop at the door. When the trial ends, it looks like they still follow you. I was followed by one normal mob who got killed by one hit from me, so no problem. So that is the first easiest room to pass. Second easiest room to pass with a good build is Hourglass, to survive the timer while dodging and killing stuff. Just survive the timer, mate. Just don't engage with the big boss for as long as you can. As long as the little mobs don't overwhelm you, kill them quickly, dodge their attacks. Timer ends and you're done. You don't need to go anywhere, it's the easiest. The third one is close to the second one, and maybe with certain builds you would even prefer it. There is fewer trash in this one. They are called chalice trials. It is where you need to fill up a chalice by killing rares in that little mini map, I suppose, of the trial. With a build like Ice Strike Monk, as long as you are not attacking from the front, as long as you're not an idiot and you dodge their cone of attacks, which is typically what they do, or AoE attacks around them, as long as you pay attention, this is very, very easy to do. The worst by far trial is Gauntlet. It also happens to be the most common one. Gauntlet is where you simply have to run through the whole map, activate one switch, run back, some door opens, and you dodge the columns / pillars trying to hit you. You dodge the enemies, you fight some, you roll past some. I just find it the most hectic one, and I absolutely hate that rotating flamethrower thing that you, I'm sure, have seen in the B-roll of footage somewhere around me here, my friend. Finally, there are a couple of other things, such as pledges to Kohai. Pledges to Kohai is like a variation of a sort of like a, I don't know what to call it, like a selection ability to select specifically what pledge you do to Kohai between the rooms, um, and it will typically afflict you with something, with minor affliction, and it sometimes can give you a boon or buff. Okay, well, obviously you want the fewer afflictions as possible and the biggest boons you can get. Like, how obvious is that? That's pretty damn obvious. Okay, finally, let's get to Rattle Cage. Rattle Cage is the boss, the final boss. Now, the biggest advice I can give you, my friend, is that when you engage with Rattle Cage, when he activates, be far away from him, even as a melee character, even being confident like Ice Strike Monk. Why? Because as soon as he wakes up from that pile of stones, whatever he is, he immediately does a fire AoE around him, and that will hit you at least once if you are standing next to him and waiting to start punching in the face. So be away, then come close and do the usual that you would do with normal boss. Don't attack from the front. Watch out when he starts telegraphing. Obviously, if you're ranged, don't be in the areas where he will spawn those magma volcanoes things, which are really, really annoying. And yeah, try and freeze him as an ice monk. Try and kill him as quickly as you can. Duh. And you're done. And that's it. That's your Trial of Ascendancy done. So this is the best advice I can give you. I know a lot of it is common sense, but I swear I tried it on Lightning Arrow Deadeye Ranger. I tried it on SRS Witch, and I can tell you both were with varied degrees of success. My more successful one was Ranger, my less successful one was the Witch, just because the damage output on the Witch is just not that. It defers, it has benefits because it defers the damage dealing to the minions. It doesn't have to be in the middle of the battle itself. That's a good thing. At the same time, it's just not pumping out enough. Personally, at least at this stage of the game. I know later on it starts slaughtering like towards the end game, but people need to get there. That's what experts and people high on their horse don't understand. You need to get there. Before you get there, you need to stick to the game. You need to not hit the brick wall that's in front of you. And therefore, you need to play the right kind of class that is both fun and effective, such as Ice Strike Monk or Deadeye Ranger. Right now seems to be performing rather well. Not as well as Ice Strike Monk, at least not in my hands, but it's very, very good. I hope it helped you. Please give me a like. It takes a lot longer to put these videos together as much as I'm enjoying it. Still it does. So for you, it's just a 1 second to give me a like. YouTube algorithm will show it to more people. More people come here. We have more fun. Happy holidays. Enjoy yourselves. I'll talk to you next time about something else, Path of Exile 2 or Path of Exile 1, because I started rebuilding my Arc Witch. In case you missed it, I started slowly rebuilding Arc Witch. I just got distracted by Ice Strike Monk and Path of Exile 2, but both are going ahead. You'll see more from me. See you later. Goodbye for now. Have a good day.